Hello guys. Hey guys, good morning everybody. Welcome to my vlog. Well, ito medyo matagal ko na tong talagang gustong gawin na vlog. Like lagi ko siyang um, naiisip before na why not, 'di ba? Why not i-share ko yung when. Paano? Paano ako naging OFW? At saan? 'Di ba? It's very nice kasi the way people look, other people, few people see it is parang hindi naman ako nasa abroad kasi never naman ako nagpo-post ako sobrang bihira ng work stuff, pero more on gala. So, let's go back from the Biningging. Since we're in the Africa, we are in the Biningging. Yeah, it was in 2018. But it all started when I applied a job in Job Street in the Philippines. So I was like how old? 26. No. I was 25 years old when I decided. I was 25 years old. Nag-decide ako na I need to go abroad. And then I went online and there is this trabaho sa Job Street to Africa, to West Africa, to Gabon. It's another country in the West. And so I applied on Job Street and then a Malaysian lady contacted me para nag-signing na kami ng contract. And it was all soft copy, ganyan. And there was like a little bit of back and forth, but wala akong guidance pa, so kailangan I really have to thoroughly check the contract. Ganun. And I was still 25 that time, and I was alone when I was doing that. I was like, I've always been a soloist since I was a kid. So I got the job, and I'm supposed to travel to Gabon, and they're going to get me a ticket. I have to go there. And then I'm reporting to Malaysia. So Malaysia is not far from the Philippines. It's like we're one plane away. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. After a while, someone told me that there's an opening sa Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And back then, hindi ko pa masyadong, hindi pa ako familiar sa geography. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na familiar ako ngayon. So, medyo mas familiar lang ako ngayon kasi dahil sa kaka-travel. Pero, ilang country? 8 countries pa lang naman yan. Ayun, so may nag-offer sa akin ng another job sa Tanzania. At sinabi sa akin na Tanzania is maraming Pinoy. So, when I heard na maraming Pinoy, siyempre, mas okay yun. Tapos, may makikilala akong mas, yung mapagkakatiwalaan ko. Kasi, minsan, hindi. Alright, so fast forward. Yung employer ko, nakausap ko lang sa WhatsApp. Pero friend ko kasi yung nagsabi. So, para baga, I can trust them. I can trust the employer. And sabi ng friend ko na, yeah, take this one. This is better than Gabon. So, I took the opportunity. Kasi nga, ang rason bakit I need to go out of the country, my Philippines, para magtrabaho. Well, I'm still young, 25 years old pa ako noon, and then, normally sa Philippines, pagkang wala kang tenure, at hindi ka super clever, yung sahod mo nasa $300 per month. And then later on, pagka mga 25 ka na, nasa $600 per month na yun. Mga ganong level. Kung nasa capital ka, or sa malaking city, baga. So, makaka-afford na yung employer mo ng ganon. But then that salary, $600, it's not enough kasi magastos ako, magastos sa syudad, tapos magpapadala ka pa sa family, 'di ba? So sabi ko, I need to get out of this place. I need to find my comfort. I need to have a comfortable life. Kasi nga, you don't want to keep living in a bunk bed shared with three other people. You know? Parang, that's not my goal in life. That's not my dream in life. My dream in life is to really live the life that I dreamed when I was a kid. Back when I was a kid, it was a very hard life, and I just promised to myself. I did not promise it to to anybody in, vocally, but I promised it to myself with my heart, with my whole heart, na I really have to do this. I really have to, And sometimes temptations comes in, and it's just gonna fuck you up. But if temptations fucks you up and you did not, go back up and stand again, you're fucked again. So you just have to really focus on the goal. Sometimes you want a shortcut, and this is where life, teaches you that in life there is no shortcuts. There is shortcuts, definitely. That's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna mess your life, mess your head, anxiety, depression. Can put you wherever bad situation is. There is a shortcut, but it's not good, and it's easy life is boring. So you have to take all the steps and stages and phases in life, So I manage. I went to Dar es Salaam in October 18. I arrived in Dar es Salaam via Bangkok, Nairobi, and Dar es Salaam. So, at the immigration, sabi ko, pupunta ako ng Bangkok, Thailand para mag-holiday. Kasi pangalawang beses ko na yun magpunta ng Thailand. And bumili ako ng balikan na ticket, Manila, Bangkok, Manila. And then I bought a 3 nights hotel accommodation. Tapos, yun na yun. Tapos, pagkadating ko doon sa immigration, medyo hindi naman ako kinabahan. Pero, prepared ako sa list ko. And I proved them na yun lang talaga yung gagawin ko. And the moment na the moment na na-approve yung nagka-stamp ako sa immigration, sobrang happy ko. Kasi it means na this is gonna change my life forever. I'm going to be away, but I'm always away from my family, so it's not like, culture shock or whatever. I'm always been away from my family too, because I go to the city to work, I go to capital to work, so I always prefer to be alone, staying in the house alone than sharing with my family, because sometimes it can be very noisy and I don't like it. Now I realize it. Yeah, I just prefer peace all the time. Like, I want a quiet environment, and that's what I love the most. And also, yeah, like, pagdating ko ng Dar es Salaam, it was not an easy experience kasi there's been a lot of things going on, and I've got abducted also in the country for a few hours, and nobody's gonna talk about it because I'm okay now, but I got abducted. I got in the car. It was just crazy. What happened? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in another emotional dramatic scene. That's Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that soon. Yeah. So I worked like 2 years and 8 months around August, September, October. 10 months, 2 years and 10 months in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, East Africa. And then later on, dahil lang yun sa pagpretend ko na mag-holiday lang ako sa Thailand, but then my employer already got me a contract. Kaya direct siya na hindi siya via agency, kasi kung mag-agency ako, hindi ko alam kung paano parang mas mahirap, maraming kuti-kuti at saka daming requirements, saka magbabayad ka pa placement and whatever. So, hindi ako nag-agency, yun, nag-direct ako. And then, after that, pumunta ako ng Kenya kasi I need to have a peace of mind. I need to clear my head. I need my peace. I need to be alone. I need to be on my own. I need to stand for myself. I went to Kenya. I got a chance to explore that country. It's amazing. And the weather is very good. So I worked there for 7 months as finance and admin manager. So ako yung in charge. It was a good feeling. So it was a lot of responsibility as well. Yeah. But it was good. I mean, I was then 29 years old when I was there. Okay. It was pretty amazing. But working with Africans was okay. It was very fantastic. But working with Chinese, for me, it's just, I really had a challenge. Because ako lang yung Pinoy sa condo. Hate na hate nila ako. Kaya yun yung nagpahirap ng trabaho. Even there's a toxic environment. And then, after 7 months, my friend na na-meet ko sa Tanzania decided na, I need to relocate. And then, there's a vacancy, nag-open ng vacancy, opportunities came, and now, I'm still here. Then, I moved to another East Africa. So, nasa East Africa pa din, in Uganda. Yun, dito naman ako naka-base ngayon, and I'm running 3 years now. Med 2 years and 10 months. Just like Tanzania. No, by the way, it's not yet. I'm still in 2.5 months. Yeah, I'm right now 30 months here in the country na. So, I still have a long way to go. I'm excited for my future. But, yun na nga. It's been a great and it's been a pleasure to understand complex data analytics. It was fun. I love complexity, and because my life has been already complex, and then they're gonna take you to work with complex stuff, and you can just really play with it and solve it because you're used to the idea. You're used to do things in real life, in real action. So, yeah, I mean, it was an amazing, it was just beautiful. And, yep. In total, I'm running 6 years now. Running or already? 2018, doing the 6 years. I'm already 6 years na dito sa Africa. And I still want to stay here. I have just an amazing day. Very balanced yung life dito. Very organic yung food. Pwede kang magtanim. I love it here. Than going to stay in Manila and then populated, overcrowded, very dense. Dito, super not dense. Super not crowded. Dito sa area na to. Pero pag pupunta ka sa syudad, yun talaga, dun mo maano na crowded. But kung nasa village ka, ang problema lang kasi sa village is wala, yung accessibility medyo mahirap. But then, if you want peace and quiet, parang, this is the best place. But then, parang tapos na ako, naboboard na ako dito. So, I need to be in the busy place naman. But in a way na merong space, may land, may soil, pwede akong magtanim, may space para sa aso ko. Yun, parang pagka ganun, pwede na. So, maghahanap tayo ng mga ganung bahay para safe tayo. So, yun na nga guys. So, the reason why na nakapunta ako ng abroad, the reason why na nakapag-abroad ako is through networks. Kaya, sinasabi ko sa inyo, you just pray and hope na you got the, power. No, yung tipong, basta ano mo lang, i-pray mo lang, tapos people is gonna be there to help you, take you through, and maybe help you. But be careful lang, guys, kasi some people are there to show that they are gonna be there to support you, but some people are just very difficult to go with. They're helping you because they want something from you, and sana you're not gonna take the bait, or you're not gonna meet that kind of person na who's gonna do that. Yeah? Yung tipong dadalhin kita dito, pero forever kang forever kang sunod-sunuran, forever kang makikinig sa akin. I am the boss. Makinig ka sa akin ng ganun. Di ba hindi naman ganun talaga yung buhay. Ayaw mo naman ng ganun. Parang nakakulong ka sa isang box. You need to be free. You have to let it out. Get out of the box and just explore. So, sana kayo guys, hindi kayo makamit ng ganong tao. Because, be careful. And if you got the chance, nako, mag-ano ka na. Mag-apply ka, and then, kasi pagka nasa abroad ka na, mas madali na lang mag-apply ng trabaho. Parang ganun. Pag nasa labas ka na, yung ibang country naghahanap ng Pinoy, kasi in demand yung Pinoy sa office, accounts. Nasa abroad ka na, mas madali na lang kasi hindi ka na, immigration lang naman talaga ang pinakamahirap. Yun lang naman talaga. Pero pag nasa labas ka na, pwede ka nang jumping, find another employer na mas maayos. Yep. So, yun lang naman. So, dahil sa holiday, kaya sa holiday na yan, puro holidays na lang tayo. Kasi dyan nagsimula kung bakit tayo nakapag-abroad. Dahil sa, I'm going to Thailand for holiday. And yet, by the way, I'm not going to Thailand. I'm just gonna spend the night in Thailand, and my next flight is going to Nairobi. And after Nairobi, my next flight is going to Dar es Salaam. At nagkataon na delay pa yung flight ko sa Bangkok. Kaya naiwan ako ng plane Nairobi to Dar es Salaam. Yun, naiwan. Pero nakasakay ako sa next flight. Buti na lang. Malapit lang naman kasi mga 3 hours lang naman yung flight Kenya to Nairobi to Dar es Salaam. So, yun guys, yun yung story ko kung paano ako nakapag-abroad. And if you have comments, questions, or whatever, or kahit ano, you just comment down below. Kasi may mga Pinoy na rin akong natulungan, nagtanong sila sa akin about, paano ba? Ano bang technique? Yung na technique, pinagbabawal na technique. So, yeah guys, ciao, and sana may take away kayo dito as always. Parang wala naman akong bakit as always? Wala naman silang take away lagi. Meron naman, di ba? Konti. Anyways, ang init na, I need to turn my AC. Bye guys, and please follow my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Meron na akong $60 since 2018 pa yung every day $1. Every month $1. So, yeah, pag-aabot ng $100 yun, pwede na natin i-withdraw. Bye guys, ciao.